stop. Right. He's being crazy today. You just relax. You just relax. You know what we're going to do? We're going to move you to the other side of the pickup bed. Hi, Andy. Why are you being this way? Trying to get Rush to behave himself in here, and he's not wanting to. Set that there. Make sure you don't leave anymore. Okay, you gotta stand here. I don't normally shoe in my garage here, but it's pretty muddy outside and I don't want to play in the mud. So, we're gonna do it in the garage today. How have you guys all been doing? I'm gonna get jumper battery pack plugged into the phone here. Stop. He's like a toddler, guys. Just like a toddler. Alright. Get everything out of my pockets here. How are you guys doing on a Saturday afternoon or evening, depending where you are? Or morning, I guess. Says I got 20 of you watching. Where's everybody from? How's everybody doing tonight? I got anybody that is usually on my live streams on here? You behave yourself. Okay, let me see. Hi, Shelly. How are you guys doing today? Quit. All right, that's pretty cool. Full disclosure there, Shelly, I am not a professional farrier. I'm a working cowboy who keeps my own horses shod. So I probably do things different or not quite right. And it's been way too long since I've done him. But Rush is only a 4-year-old. And I rode him quite a bit through the early summer, in midsummer, and then I gave him a couple months off. I try to give my horses the winter off between their 2 and 3, 3 and 4, and 4 and 5-year-old year. And that was the plan for him. But my old Mustang, he's getting a little bit older faster than I expected. So I'm going to have to use Rush this next couple weeks while we finish weaning and preg check in and go up day working a little bit. How's it going? This Luke shoes again or a different horse? Frank, this is Rush. This is the half Clydesdale, half quarter horse, 4-year-old. Luke's got 4 new shoes on right now. Hi, Mom. And yes, for everybody out there in the live stream world, that really is my real mom. So if y'all want to say hi, Mom, say hi, Mom. Hi, Greg. I'll try and keep you guys focused. I don't know how much he's going to want to move around today. Sometimes he moves around quite a bit more than others. Oh, you're fine. Let me have that. Mom likes it when YouTube says hi. Big old chunk of hoof off there. Like I said, it's been too long since he was done, but I wasn't riding him. No excuse for not getting him done, but it is what it is. For everybody that's new to the channel, Don't be scared to ask any questions you may have. I like answering them. I like sharing my knowledge. That's the most fun part about it all to me, anyways. Let's see. The rest that's going to come out. I know for those of you that were on the last stream, I said I don't typically take a lot of frog off. But the way his frog was growing this time, it needed it. So, I am going to trim that up a little bit right there. Alright, that looks better. Let's see. I'm going to try and adjust you guys just a little here. Might shake a bit, but I'm going to try and get this to turn down. See, you guys can see a little bit better what's going on there. There, that should be better. Frank, I would think they do feel better. So, let's see. On this part of his foot right here, there's a great big tendon that runs down and underneath like so. And that is called the suspensory tendon. And when their toes get real long, it puts a lot of extra weight on that suspensory tendon. And then when you got them shod like they should be, and they're at that correct angle, it's got to be a lot more comfortable for them, if that makes sense. One of the easiest ways to prevent injury to that suspensory tendon is to keep them shod correctly. It's exactly what's happening, Frank. Not as relaxing for me as a normal pedicure would be, though. Where'd those nippers go? Rush, what'd you do with my nippers? That's looking better, bud. So, hi Melvin, good to see you again. Because of Russia's breeding all the way from the UK. Well, hi Heidi. Because of Russia's breeding, his foot is shaped a lot different than Luke's. I know with Luke, if I get a set of easy shoes, they'll fit him. I don't hardly have to move them at all, have to shape them at all. Every time I've put a set of shoes on Rush, he's had probably 5 or 6 sets now. It's a different type of shoe, shaped different and all that. So he's growing and changing all the time. So we'll see what he's wearing today. I got 2 different sets for the front and 2 different sets for the back. I'm not sure what he'll wear. But, well, now why did you do that? Oh my goodness. Okay, relax. He just stepped on a broom and it hit him in the butt and we got scared. Why don't you stand where I put you then? Well, fresh. Okay, right there's a pretty good spot, bud. All right. I am literally working with a 4-year-old. He's like a 1,400-pound toddler. So the first set of shoes I got is an Eventer, and that's a 2. It's probably, that's not gonna be big enough. Okay. I do have a set of 2s here. That he might be wearing a 3. I don't know. I'm sure I have some 3s, but they're over in my horse trailer, and I really didn't have to go dig for them with you guys on stream. We will try and shape this too, and see if we can get it to fit his foot the right way. Just got a little anvil there. Let me see. Hey, let me see that. That means you have to put the other 3 on the ground, you know. That actually, now that that shoe is shaped, it actually fits, which is good. I thought he would wear the 2. I need one of those. I need one of those cameras that turns with me. Sorry about that, guys. I thought you could see that. Got his foot there. Got this foot like so. Put that on, and once I clean that up, it'll fit. So now the important part is making sure that the foot and the shoe are flat, which they're not. It rocks right there. So it's got a high point there and there. That hoof's level, so I probably have a bend in that shoe. Let me see, Monster. Come on. He doesn't quite hold these feet up for you like Luke did. Take the rasp and I'll clean that high spot there. Stop. Hey, quit. Told you, it's like working with a 4-year-old. Why are you playing with that chair, Rush? All right, so that sits good enough. Now, I tried to explain this the other night on Luke, but it wasn't a very good demonstration of it. If you can see how I've changed the shape of that shoe, like that flat spot right there, that deforms all those nail holes in that shoe also. So I take the point of this tool here called the Pritchel, and I'm just going to knock those holes to where they're rectangular again in their correct shape. What that allows to happen is it allows the nail to seat all the way in that shoe correctly. So you have right here is a horseshoe nail. You can see it's got that wide head on it. When it pushes down inside the shoe, it sits flush like so, or almost flush. If I hadn't have pounded those holes out again, they'd stick up a little bit, and that would allow some play, and they would wear out sooner. So that's a little secret right there. If there's anybody in here that shoes their own horses, that Pritchel can be your best friend. Now, with Luke, you saw I'd pick his foot up and put all 8 nails in at once. With Rush, I only do 2 at a time. You guys can guess why. Are you gonna relax? Hang on. Ooh. Hang on just a second, girls. Okay. Rush's little girl come out to see him. That's my wife and my little girl there. And Rush loves that little girl. And I think she loves him too. Don't look at me like that. We just started. Okay, I'm going to put some more nails in. You pet on him, okay? He's being a little bit antsy.
Like here. Like here. Like here. There you go, baby.
Hey. I had to put the lawn chair right there because Rush kept trying to leave. Hi, Sarah. Oh, there's Mike. I got the neighbor coming down the driveway now. Nope, we're going on a horse. You helping again tomorrow?
Yeah.
That'll be alright.
I really don't need to know that gun show. I just spent money.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Quit. Hey. You are gonna get in trouble, mister.
Daddy.
Yeah, baby?
Daddy. What?
Thanks, Sarah. Hi, Dawn. Hey. Quit. Knock it off. He is a big toddler. Hi, Linda. Hi, Brad. Sarah, the horse's name is Rush.
Daddy.
Hi, Kimberly. We have a good stream tonight. Lots of people in here. Quit. Oh, you're being a pain. Turn that phone towards me, hon. Just turn the whole stand. There you go. Hey, Brinley, no.
Mommy, watching?
All right. Who hits the horse with a hammer? A couple 100,000 farriers do. That's how you get nails in their foot. So now if you guys can see that we got that shoe on, because of the way his foot was splaying out. Yeah, you tell him. Because of the way his foot was splaying out here, we have quite a bit of overhang around the outside of the shoe. But that's okay, because that material is hoof wall, and I can take some of the hoof wall off all the way around the shoe. And that'll do two things. It'll make it a better shoeing job this time, and that hoof wall will kind of recede back a little bit. That way next time I put a set of shoes on him, his feet are shaped a little bit better. Yeah, you gonna behave yourself? Yeah. He's gonna behave himself, huh?
Daddy, first.
Hey, you are gonna get in trouble, mister.
Let's trouble.
Yeah, Rush is gonna get in trouble, huh? Take that rasp, clean up around that edge like that. Hey, thanks for the like. Maddie, you're okay. You're not that late. I just started. Don't even have one foot finished all the way yet. Take these clinchers now. Melvin, I'm not sure if I'll do the backs also. He's being pretty antsy and I don't want to pick a fight with him. We will at least for sure get the fronts done. I really need to do the backs. I really should do the backs. But if worst comes to worst, and he starts really wanting to pick a fight with me tonight, I will do his back shoes in the morning. I plan on riding him tomorrow.
Daddy,
Yeah, baby?
shoes.
Yep, new shoes.
My shoes.
Okay.
My shoes.
Gotta knock the points off those clinches and then that one's done. All right.
Mommy, sit it. Sit. Daddy, blue brush.
A blue brush? Oh yeah, that is the blue brush. I have this sound off until after class. Okay,
Mommy,
I'm going to switch everything to this side now.
what?
Alright guys, I'm going to set the camera back here just a minute. Switch everything to the other side of him and do that other front foot. Really?
Oh no.
You think you're funny, don't you? You got stuck in buckle earlier.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, well, that's not.
Daddy, peach.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be what? Daddy, it's mine. Daddy, how are you?
I'm okay, baby. How are you?
Good.
Good.
It's good. A left chair.
Yeah, I know.
A white chair.
Yeah.
Daddy,
Can I use your blue brush?
okay.
Okay, thank you.
No, my rug.
Yeah, I'll give it back in just a second. So this foot's actually missing the shoe. It came off a while back. But like I said, I haven't been riding him, so it hasn't hurt him. Here's your brush.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll go about it just like the other feet though. Start by cleaning them out. And actually, the only thing I do different here is I'm going to pull these nails out the top before I start on it. I have an old set of hoof nippers here
What?
that I keep just sharp enough to do this with. That way I don't have to use my good nippers. So those are the only nails he had in it. So now we'll just go to cleaning it like normal.
Mommy, back.
Like I said, guys, don't be scared to ask any questions you've got. I don't know everything, and I am not a professional farrier, but I keep my own shod. I know enough to get by, I guess. Well, thank you, Frank. Yeah, only he's extremely gentle. It's the draft horse half of him is just, it makes him super gentle. He's the first horse that I intentionally bred and raised, and I've been super happy with him. I've got two full siblings to him too. Hot Lips and Trapper are both full siblings. Hey, get off of that. Hey, you stay over by Mom. You might want to scoot over that way, huh? He is being kind of antsy tonight.
It's a mommy.
Yeah.
It's a mommy over you.
I'm going over to you.
Let's see. Hi, David. How are you? Good to see you again.
Daddy, brush, blue brush.
Yeah, you got the blue brush. That's a nice blue brush, huh?
Huh.
Is that your favorite blue brush?
He, poop. Daddy, poop. Daddy,
You
poop.
might want to move all the way over.
It's okay.
Daddy, poop. Daddy, mommy,
Yes, no.
mommy. Mommy.
You're okay. Around his feet.
Give me just a second here, guys, and I'll show you this foot the way it is. Has given. I'm going to take this down. The filming's going to be kind of rough for a second here. So if you see his foot there, and there's that line that I cleaned with my nippers, below that is getting into the live hoof material. And you can see up here by my thumb now where that hoof wall comes down. That's what we're getting rid of. So this live hoof wall here, or hoof material in the sole of his foot, we can drive nails in that and trim a little bit more of it if we need to without hurting him at all. As long as we don't get too far towards the center of his foot and get into the, oh, I forget the word of it, but it's like the, kind of like the cuticle of your fingernail. It gets really tender. Okay, guys, give me a second to wrestle this back in. I gotta use a jumper battery pack deal on my phone when I stream, or else my phone dies. Hey, quit. Sebastian, I appreciate that. Glad to have you. Rush. Sebastian, you're just watching chaos. I'm working on a 1,500-pound 4-year-old. And he acts like it sometimes. Frank says, so you still compete with the horse or all the above on a regular basis? You mentioned you needed that horse and you're happy with it. Hey. Yeah, I'll sell him for $1 if he acts like this all the time.
Oh, sorry. What's that?
So, Frank, my profession is I'm a working cowboy. So I use him and my other horses to do my job. I do compete in the occasional. Hey, excuse me. What are you doing?
Mommy, no.
Jeez. He is a big spoiled puppy. I do occasionally go to some rodeos or something like that. I used him at a big rope in Utah this summer, and he did excellent for me. You are such a snot. He's only acting like this because you guys are watching. Oh yeah, cowboy capital of the world, Stephenville, Texas.
What's that?
Rush is being naughty, Brinley, like you.
Daddy Paul. Daddy Paul.
So, thanks, Sebastian. Okay, I had a couple more questions up there. I'll go back up to them real quick.
Daddy,
Do you feed your horses different in the winter than summer? Do you feed alfalfa? I feed a grass alfalfa mix year round, and I prefer to feed it in hay nets in the 1,100-pound bales where they can pick at that bale 24 hours a day. Horses like, quit jerking around on YouTube and finish me up. That's exactly. He says, as soon as you get this done, you're going to feed me dinner, so hurry up. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Some of my college buddies are doing really well on the PRCA nowadays. I never rode good enough to try it in the PRCA. Okay, are you gonna stand here? No. Okay, is that better? Sometimes you just have to let them get their feet right underneath them. Hey, quit.
What?
He's about to go from a shoeing live to a training live. He's about to get in some serious trouble for acting like this.
Dad. I'm cute. What? Dad, will you wash? Here you go.
Rush. The longer you fart around, the longer this is going to take.
Wash. Out. Wash out.
Okay. He is a toddler. So, that's all that extra hoof wall we just took off. He's being such a shithead tonight.
Daddy.
Yeah?
Daddy. Wash.
I know, he's being naughty, huh? Yeah.
Daddy, you. Mommy, you, Mama, you, Mommy,
Hey.
you, Mommy. Yeah. Yucky, yucky, yucky.
It's like your fingernails. It's like your fingernails.
White,
Mm-hmm.
set, brown.
Hopefully in about 10 or 12 years, the kid will be doing this. Do you just run rims? No, David, the honest truth of it is I got a bucket of shoes for free that were a lot of 2s and 3s. Hey. And in that was a whole bunch of rim 2s. So that's what I've got that'll fit him right now. 4-tire change, Sebastian, as long as he doesn't get to being too dumb in the garage here. You stay back. Mary Ellen, he's half quarter horse, half Clydesdale.
No, Mommy, where's my brush?
Yeah.
It's my brush. Let's see. A stack.
Ooh. Quit. God, you're being antsy.
You go, Mommy. Mommy, because no. Mommy, again.
Again, I'm just trying to get this foot flat. That way the shoes will sit correctly.
Daddy,
Which sometimes
Daddy, Daddy. Mommy, Daddy, Mommy, Daddy.
is easier said than done. Yes, David, that's exactly what's happening. Rush is being a huge Karen right now.
Quick work.
Yeah, you tell him.
Mommy, quick work.
Can you head off that horse, Nick? He weighs like 13 or 1,400 pounds. He's half Clydesdale. If you can catch it, you can pull it anywhere you want to. So, Bill, I'm a working cowboy. I use him to do my job on.
Mommy.
So you can see that shoe doesn't fit very well at all. You need to shape it. I need to bring the front quarters out and then bring the heels around. Ooh. Ooh. I'll bring you guys over here, work the anvil for a minute. I've never put shoes on him in my garage before. That might be a lot of the reason he's so antsy. But we've had so much rain that it's pretty muddy outside, and this isn't fun in the mud. Can you show us the cute baby? Oh yeah. What do you got?
Say hi, baby.
You see yourself? What is that?
The scary rush.
Oh, the scary rush. Yeah. Okay, go back by mommy. Thank you.
Mommy.
Say bye.
Bye.
You heard it, guys. Rush is scary.
What do you? What? Oh no! Wow.
No.
If I was a real farrier, I'd have a forge.
Rush.
Just start shaping the wrong shoe. That's brilliant. Wider.
Daddy.
Yeah, baby.
Wow.
He needs a sugar cube. How much? It would probably take 30 or 35,000 to get Rush out from under me right now. He's not for sale. His two younger siblings will be for sale in a year or two, as they each get handy. Oh, what do you mean Sebastian has got nothing? That's a Hemi, man. There's a horse attached to my car. I know, it's a hell of a predicament, isn't it?
Mom. Daddy.
I don't need it, baby. I gotta nail the shoes on, not tape them on. I wish I did, Sebastian. I just beat on them a lot. Shape them that way. Wait. I never have done any hot shoeing. It's dang something, and if I had the opportunity to learn, I would. As of right now, I don't have the opportunity.
Daddy.
Where's that brush at? Can you tell me that brush? It's on the box of rags. Thank you.
Daddy,
Shaped pretty good now. One good kick and the Hemi is toast. Yeah.
Daddy.
He'll probably make a liar of me. Quit. Stand up. Be proud of yourself. He'll probably make a liar of me, but he's gentle enough that I don't think he's gonna do anything so egregious as that. He might just fall over in here tonight, though. Hey. God damn, child.
Wash poop. Wash poop. Wash.
All right, that shoe fits pretty good there.
Wash poop.
Step over. All I want him to do is stand in the middle of the shop. Ollie, we're putting shoes on Rush. And he's being a pain in the butt about it. Again, I'm just running that Pritchel around the nail holes to make sure that they're as big as they need to be. Hey, stop. Have you ever had to deal with a shoot fighting horse? Yes. I was always pretty good with shoot fighting horses. I rode bareback horses, so really it was pretty easy. You just get your hand in your rigging and then slide up and nod as you're sitting down. Most of the time that got you past him. Dan says, are taller horses easier to shoe? Yeah, I knew what you meant, Dan. I will take a short horse that holds his foot up over a tall horse that wants to act like this one is right now. Because this one's being a pain right now. So really a lot, like the Mustang that I was putting shoes on in the last couple live streams, he basically holds his foot up for you. Makes it really nice to do. This one's usually a lot better than this. You're gonna want to scoot that way. But like I said, this is the first time I've ever tried to do him in this little garage. Andy wants dinner. Is he cowy? Compared to like an actual cow horse, not really. Once you realize what he is, yeah, he's kind of surprising. He'll watch him, and he'll kind of run you to a spot, to rope one, and he really, like if you're pushing cows up in the alley, he really doesn't mind throwing a shoulder and pushing his weight around. So he is cowier than I expected. I'll give him that. Sebastian, you're correct. He is not a horse tonight. He's an ass. Is one of your horses pregnant? Not right now, Ollie. I had a foal this spring, and he made it about 10 days, and we lost him. And I decided to give that mare the year off from being bred. This coming spring, I will be trying to breed her again. That way I have a foal in 2027. You going in?
Yep.
Getting cold?
I'm gonna go get water.
Gotta get water. Okay, bye, baby.
Hi, Daddy.
Love you.
What?
Tell Rusty, be good, Rush. That's not being good, Rush. Alright. I am going to have to do a video making this horse behave and take him to the round pen and make him behave himself, because he's not being very cool right now. Ooh. Rush. Quit. Okay. He wears a number 2, made in Austin. I expect by the time he's full grown, he'll wear a 3. He's only a 4-year-old right now. He'll be a 5-year-old in April or maybe early May. I can't remember exactly. He's a fun dude to ride, that's for sure. Ooh. Quit. Now, you're gonna get in some serious trouble here, monster. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you. Yeah, David, trying to do 2 jobs. I have 16 that wears that. I have a 16 too that wears that size shoe. That's awesome. I'm a fan of big horses. I don't like how small horses have gotten. You want to relax, man. You want to just relax. A lot of people panic when they see a pop one with your shoe and hammer, but it's such a light tap, and it's so small for them that it doesn't bother me to do. I mean, if you're taking the claw end of it and hitting him in the belly, that's not right, but a little tap in the shoulder to get his attention don't bother me. He's big enough that he needs to respect what I'm asking him to do. And he's currently not. Hey, you can behave yourself. How many times he stomped on my foot? Never. Yeah, it's exactly it, Made in Austin. If they don't learn, they're dangerous. Do I like taking care of my horse? Yep, that's why I do what I do. Even the pain he's being tonight, I do enjoy him. There's a line between abuse and discipline. Don't ever cross that line, but they need discipline. Let's see, how tall is that horse? And can they feel that nail going through the foot? I haven't taped him exactly, Nick, but if I stand next to him, I know it depends where I hold the camera, of course. I'm 5'10", so he's right around there. I don't know how many hands he is off the top of my head. And no, he can't feel the nail going through his foot. It's the same material as your fingernails are made out of. And you can feel me hitting it with a hammer, of course. But he can't actually feel the nail piercing through, if that's what you mean. Ooh, you're fine. It looks like it's about 1,200. Yeah, I'd say 1,1300. How often do you have to replace shoes? Every 8 to 12 weeks. I haven't done him since mid-August, but I haven't rode him since the end of August. I should have done him sooner, but here we are. Hi, Dale. Yeah, Ollie, YouTube's fun. I get to meet all sorts of people. Made in Austin, are you a working hand yourself, or a horse person, or I haven't seen you on the channel before. Hi, Broken Rose. Do they use a new glue technique? Nope. It's still steel horseshoes and steel nails. If your horse has a bacterial infection in their foot, you can use copper nails. It has antibacterial properties. The horseshoeing ain't changed much in principle in the last couple 100 years. We got better tools is probably all now, I guess. Are you relaxing a little bit finally? Realized your temper tantrum wasn't going to get you out of here any sooner? You guys can all say you've seen a horse throw a temper tantrum now. Because that's exactly what he was doing earlier. Okay, 2 front feet are done. How long does it usually take to change shoes on a horse? Hey, don't step on this. On a horse that stands good, I can do a shoe in about 25 minutes. That's really not that fast, but I knew a farrier, a professional farrier when I was young. He could do a shoe in... Quit. He could do a shoe in 7 minutes. From the time he started pulling one off to the time he had one finished. So, do you buy all of your horses? I buy some, but I breed some also. Don't do it. Really? Quit stepping on my tools. I'll just eliminate the problem. We'll stand right here. Let's see. Do you file a spot for your clinches to lay flatter? I usually do, yeah. And it's not, I don't think it was filing a spot for the clinches to lay flatter. when the nail comes through the hoof, it kind of breaks that little piece or folds out that little extra piece. I just try and get rid of that is all I try to do. One of my horses split. Won't do it. One of my horses split vertical, so I put glue on my shoes to keep it stable until the next time he's clipped, and it's worked really well. That makes sense. I had a mare that split vertical upper foot, and the vet told me to rasp out a whole bunch of it all the way up the outside of the hoof wall. She kind of guided me through it, and I'd rasp a little bit, and she'd say, "You're okay, keep going. You're okay, keep going." And man, I took out way more than I ever would have by myself. But of course, she knew a lot more about the anatomy of the foot than I did. And then I put a shoe on that foot, and that split was right in the center, just like that. So I ran the back 3 nails on either side of the shoe and didn't ride her for about 3 months, and reset that shoe every 8 weeks. Yeah, I'm not that brave either. Like I said, if the vet wasn't there, I wouldn't have took that much out of there. Don't do it. Maiden Austin says, I'm retired, but I wish I had learned to do my own shoe. I run barefoot on all of mine. Gotcha. There's nothing wrong with running barefoot if you can get away with it. If you watch any of my videos, you can see I'm in some real rocky country a lot. To the point to where I just keep them shod all year long. So, what do you think? Should I try his back feet? Or I'm in northern Nevada. I really need to do his back feet, but I think he might be a pain in the butt for him. Hi, Mama's Farm Living Sober. I am just over 2 years sober. So that's pretty cool. It sounds like you've gone through a journey yourself. All right, guys. We're going to try his back feet. So he might get popped in the butt with a rasp or a shoe and hammer. Again, there's a line between discipline and abuse. Don't ever cross it, but they need to mind their manners. 26 years. Congrats on that. That's awesome. One of my best friends was killed riding bareback horses at a pro rodeo a couple years ago. And let me get you guys turned right here. And I went to his funeral, and his wife and his 3-month-old baby boy were there. And we went to the hotel that night, and I bought a 6-pack and was sitting in the hotel room bed with my 7-month pregnant wife. And I kind of looked at the 6-pack and I thought, what am I doing? What is this accomplishing? And I finished that 6-pack over the next night or two and haven't had a drink since. And it's been one of the best decisions I ever made. That being said, if somebody wants to enjoy a beer around me, go for it. I got no problems with it. I do occasionally drink non-alcoholic beers myself. Oh boy. Can I see that? Thank you. No. You guys might tip over here. Hang on. Little rubber feet on this tripod don't slide very well. It did make me feel better. I kind of went off the. Ooh. Quit, you're fine. can't see these clinches. I kind of went off the deep end the other direction. I pretty much quit sugar, quit soda pop altogether. Started lifting weights 6 days a week. I guess you could say just traded one habit for another, but I feel like I'm better off for it. So all I was doing there was rasping those couple clinches off that I couldn't see with that clinch cutter. So, triple bypass, I can't have real beer. My dad had a 5-way bypass when I was 11 or 12 years old. A crusty old Vietnam vet he was. It didn't stop him from drinking beer or smoking. But Def says quit drinking February 1st, 95. And quit smoking in 2018. All right, congrats on that. So, wanted to give up on sugar for decades. Too much of an addict. I pretty much live on sugar. I don't turn down a piece of cake either. David, I'll do both. Sometimes I'll take the clinch cutter and cut them. Sometimes I'll file them off like that. It just depends. What brand of near beer do you drink? Bush NA is the closest thing. I'm either an O'Doul's Dark Amber or a 805. The 805 non-alcoholics are really good. Hey, I'm talking. What are you doing? He's trying to see how good the concrete is in my shop. Yeah, Ollie, my day was good. Roy Duran, 2 years sober here. Same with myself. That's awesome, man. Congrats on that. Sebastian says Southeast Idaho. All right, near the Owyhee country, or where at? He's getting antsy. He is antsy. Sebastian, I disagree. Guinness NA is horrible, and I used to like Guinness. Hey, quit. You're being a jerk. Got offended. I called him a name. Okay, move back over where everybody can see you. Right there. Just stand there. Stand there and take a nap. That's what you can do, bud. Let me see, big guy. Quit. You're fine. Ooh. Hey. You son of a bitch, knock it off. You were being a jerk today. You know that, right? From Pocatello, all right. Good horse. Monsters, he's kind of being a pain in the butt. Yeah, living sober, it is good to know that people are quitting. And since I've started walking down my sober journey, I've had a couple of my friends. Had one friend join me totally, and then another friend of mine cut back by like 90%. I think it's a trend. I think drinking is a trend that is, I don't want to say on its way out, but people are realizing how much of a dead end it is. Hi, Turn and Burn. How are you? How cold is there? Steam coming from your mouth? It's probably in the 40s. We're doing pretty good, Turn and Burn. Rush is being a jerk tonight. He's gotten in trouble a little bit. I got 2 shoes on the front of him, and I need to get the other 2 on tonight. Plan on using him tomorrow. We're weaning calves and stuff like that. So, let's see. Ollie, I probably got another hour yet. I got to get both these back feet done. Right there. Ooh. That'll work. It would be more fun if he would behave himself. He's kind of big to be being a jerk. Oh, stop. You don't even know what you're snorting at. You'll see a lot of guys will dig this out with their hoof knives, and that's probably the right way to do it. I just learned to do it with my nippers, so it's how I do it. Horses and family are all good. Bailey's tired of being pregnant. Use your nippers first, then your knife. That's kind of what I do. His other foot has that round part on the inner side of the foot next to the frog. I haven't seen that before. It's just because I haven't put a set of shoes on him since August. I don't. One more step. Right there. Good boy. Thank you. I don't do as good of a job with a hoof knife as some people do. But yeah, I get usually about to this point, and then I'll clean it up with a hoof knife. Draw me some lines. And I don't keep my hoof knives near as sharp as I should either, admittedly. I think I got a nail there. Yeah, or part of a nail. I must have part of a nail. A real farrier would probably watch me work and grimace. But I'm pretty much self-taught. I didn't apprentice under anybody or really have anybody show me what to do. I just watched some of the old timers I was around. My knife is dull. And I did make a horse sore a time or two when I was learning. Yeah, rebar, he's tied to the front bumper. Christopher, I just kind of answered your question on accident. I'm kind of self-taught. I just watched the old guys I was around that knew how to do it the right way. Sherry, I don't show horses. I use horses to do my daily job. I've been shoeing my own horses consistently for about 10 years. He's testing out the new shoe and the concrete. He's such a dork. What do you do with the used shoes? Try and throw them in the trash, the junkyard pile. There's so many horses around this area. Hey, and so many used shoes that they're not worth anything. Do you team rope? I did when I was in high school and just a little bit when I was in college. So yeah, he's a little long. I should have done this sooner. You're being a dingbat tonight, Rush. Okay. Lily used to pod die, but now she just eats her lead rope. That doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah. Yeah, hold still. YouTube wants you to hold still. Over one step. Ooh. And now we're going to be at the very back of the lead rope. I don't know. That's not going to fit. Damn it. All right, YouTube, we're going on a field trip. Favorite food is beef, by far. We're going on a field trip because I need to go get some different shoes because the shoes I brought that I thought would fit his back feet aren't going to fit his back feet. So, I gotta grab one of my lights here. All right, it's going to get really dark, guys. I keep all my shoes in my horse trailer. That way I have them with me if I lose a shoe and I'm out and about doing something. That eventer number 2 wasn't even close to fitting these back foot. Hey, get in the truck. I do have some 3s in my horse trailer though. At least it stopped raining, that's true. That's why I'm putting shoes on Rush in the garage, is because it's so muddy outside. I didn't want to be putting shoes on him in the mud. Okay, guys, if my service goes to crap, it's because I'm climbing in my trailer. It's aluminum. I'll be right back. I don't know it well or not. I hope it doesn't. And there's my 3s right there. Okay. First YouTuber who isn't on meth. Exactly. I don't have enough money to buy that crap. Ollie, I'm 35. Yeah, Turnham got a YouTube channel. I like watching her channel. She's got one of the horses that I raised. Yes, I'm back. So I like to see how the little bay filly that we call Billy, see how she's doing. Okay. See? We came back. Are you good? Are you good? Are you okay? I know, you were left alone. Let me get you guys back in the deal. Okay. So, if you hear me say he wears a size 2 or 3, or the Mustang wears an aught or whatever, that's how horseshoes are sized. Yeah, he is a big baby. Basically, the higher the number, the bigger the shoe. So, like this is a double aught. This is on the pretty small end of a horseshoe, and that's what Rush wears. That's a double aught on back and a 3 on front. So, Billy probably wears a double aught or a triple aught, I'm guessing, right, Turn and Burn? Oh, you never had shoes on her yet? Okay. That's cool. I guess you really don't have a reason to. Her feet are fantastic. That's really good because her mother is notorious for having thin hoof walls. Billy has Billy has 4 black feet, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah, you're looking at Bigfoot Sebastian. That'll work. Wider after between 2 and 3. Okay, show you what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking that I need to get better at this YouTube thing. That way I can make enough money that somebody else will shoe my horses. No, I'm just kidding. You got 4 nails on a shoe, right? When I held that shoe to his foot, I realized it needed to be wider, and then I used the nail holes as to say where. So this shoe needs to become wider between nails 2 and 3. That determines how I'll set it on my anvil and where I'll hit it with my hammer. Ollie, I don't play many video games anymore, but I liked to play Zelda when I was a young kid. David, you have a good night too, my friend. Thanks for stopping in. Paint Mare needs pads and shoes. Billy just goes everywhere barefoot, never had an issue. Farrier said if it's not broken, don't fix it. That's an awesome train of thought. I like your Farrier. Look how... Yeah, Rush is kind of opinionated sometimes. behind me, Rush. What are you doing? You ever have that feeling you're being watched by a real ass? I do. So when you bend these shoes in or out, more so out, it'll take the flatness this way and it'll warp them. So you heard me hit it 5 times on each spot between nails 2 and 3 on either side. And then after that, it's all about getting that shoe flat again. I made the hoof flat. I need the shoe to maintain flat. Tell me how much you trust your horse. Any given day, not at all. One of the biggest advantages, one of the biggest advantages to hot shoeing is that they don't want to bend as much when you're shaping them. They don't want to get distorted as much. For me, I've cold shoed forever. I've never been around a forge. It's just a fact of life for me. You can see his butt height right here. If I go straight off top of my head, I'm 5'10". So his butt's like 5'9". I don't know what that is in hands or whatever, but he's a big boy. Brush. See, that shoe fits pretty good now. You can see right through the back quarters here. That's where I'll set that shoe. You can see he's got quite a bit hanging out over. But if you look at his foot, I won't show the camera, or I won't show it because I don't want to have to take the camera out of the tripod. But his foot's splaying out too much. Rather than maintaining the same angle down to the very bottom, it's coming down and curving out. So I'll put this shoe on, and then I'll take all that extra hoof wall off, and that'll push his hoof wall back up. And next time, when I don't let him go too long between shoeing, it'll be a lot better. Billy's awesome, Turn and Burn. I mean, your paint mirror looks awesome too, but Billy's awesome. Yeah, pancake hoof. I call it splaying out. There's a million names for it. Yeah, I'll celebrate Thanksgiving. My wife and I will do something. Might make a prime rib instead of a turkey. So, the only other thing to double check for before we nail this shoe on is that it sits flat and doesn't rock. If it rocks, it'll get loose. Billy's your favorite. Don't tell Sassy that. I won't tell her if you won't tell her. How much do I trust my horse? Too much. He stepped on my box of nails. Now it's not going to close. Jerk. Sebastian, a cat or a toddler? My little girl, when she turned 2 last month, it was like overnight she found her attitude. It was unbelievable. Sassy's pretty with her colors and her size and all that, but Billy, she just got class. Nice petite little bay thing. Okay, Brandon, what are you using the brush over here? Ooh. 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 Hi, Robert. My favorite thing to do, just be around my horses. Ollie, she's doomed to ride and she just wants to please hold. She thinks she's, yeah. She has always thought she is a lap dog. Put 2 nails in and I set the foot down and look at it. Hi, Clara. Rush is half quarter horse, half Clydesdale. No football tonight? No. No football tonight. Quit. No, Frank, so what happens? The nail comes out of the shoe, and I use the claw like so, and then I'll twist it, and it'll twist the nail off. I don't have any here that are a good example of that, but it's just taking that sharp tip of that nail and getting rid of it. Some guys will bend them over, some guys will twist them off like that. It's personal preference. OSU kick butt. Dawn, Cher, are we talking Oregon or Oklahoma? Where are we talking here? Out of class. Highway 48. Where's Highway 48 at, only? Ohio. That's what I think of Ohio. This is what I think of Ohio. My wife's from Wisconsin. I gotta be a Badgers fan, sorry. That's okay though, Don. Sure, I'll forgive you for being a Buckeyes fan. Nobody's perfect. Really. Except this one's not twisting off. There we go. Got it. Says sour grapes. Hi, Barbara. Hope everything's going good in Illinois. A Dogs fan. All right. Don't think too much about that. Clara, I'm a working cowboy. I guess you could call it Western, but I don't show, so I just do my job on them. Hello, Sand from Brazil. That's awesome. Frank, that's predominantly cow manure. So, small tangent here. The way a cow's stomach work versus the way a horse's stomach work is really different. And if a cow and a horse are in the same field eating the same stuff, the cow's stomach will kill the weed seeds by the time it's manure. Hey! Shh! Quit it! Where a horse's stomach won't kill the weed seeds, so it doesn't make as good a fertilizer for that reason. And horse manure is a little bit hotter in terms of being used as a fertilizer. So, cow manure is definitely better. Hickman County, Johnny Cash, where I'm at. All right, that's awesome. Nampa, Idaho. Hi, Jesus. That's awesome, Clara. I hope you have a lot of good years with her. Is it still raining or snowing in Nampa? No, my little girl doesn't play any video games. We don't even own a TV. Well, okay, the only TV we own is a CRT TV, and it's not plugged into TV. We use it to watch movies once in a while. Stop, you're fine. Ouch. The Piney River in a bit. That's awesome. No, I don't think a hot nailed him, Dan. He's a big enough baby, he'd still be throwing a fit if I did. I don't know how long you've been watching the stream, Dan, but he's kind of being a antsy jerk tonight. That's why he's moving all about. I have hot nailed horses before. I'm not proud of it, but like I said, I was self-taught, so some things I figured out the hard way. Do you float their teeth? No, I would love to learn to float teeth, but I do not know how. I would love to have a little power float also. So, okay, Frank. There's a bone inside the horse's foot. Roughly, it's shaped like this. They stand on it at this orientation, more or less. From a bottom-up view, it looks like this. And the hoof encapsulates it like so. And a hot nail is when you get the nail too close to this bone and it puts pressure on it. It hurts like hell. It makes him really sore. Hey, thanks for the sub, Dan. Hey, Zeus, I keep 3 or 4 horses shot at all time. Abram, buenas noches, amigo. Scoot over, big butt. Scoot over. Kind of like the same sort of thing, kind of. If you clip your fingernails way too short and they get really tender, really roughly, kind of the same thing. Pretty different, but Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around. You guys cannot make fun of the mess in my garage. It's a rule. Anybody that makes fun of the mess in my garage will be forced to be made a moderator of the channel. Against their will. Sometimes that's just the easiest way to clean that hoof up. How many hands is he? I forget the number in hands. I'm 5'10", and he is every bit as tall as I am at the withers. No, it's good, Frank. Like I said, ask all the questions you want. I don't mind. Ollie, what is one thing I wish that I want? I wish for people to just quit being so nasty to each other all the time. If the whole world did relax a little bit, it'd be a better place. Hi, Lori from Southern Oregon. Give me a second, Sebastian. I'll check out your snide remark. I gotta scroll back up to it, but I want to see it. So. Oops. Okay, I got those clinches set. I'll pick his foot up again now. I'll set it on my knee here. And all I'm going to do here is just take the burrs off the clinches. Okay, are you guys back? My screen said I lost connection for just a second. I've got 9 horses. And hello to Northern Illinois, Barbara. Barbara, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Glad you guys are still there. Hold on, Sebastian. I haven't forgot about your snide remark yet. I love a good snide remark as much as anybody. We're 3/4 of the way done. All right, let's see. Garage, you mean pig pen? You're not wrong. Sebastian, that's not even a snide remark. That's just the truth. Hi, Diane. In California. Where at? Northern or Southern California? This is my favorite foot to work on, is his left hind, because I'm right-handed and my right arm's free to move now. So Frank, going back to hot nailing, one other thing I should say is that in a bad case of hot nailing a horse, you'll actually get that bone infected, and in the worst case scenario, it can mean lifelong problems or even a sad end to a horse. So you definitely have to pay attention. Whoa, monster. Ooh. Because most people cannot afford the type of antibiotics that it takes to treat a bone infection like that. Northern California, all right. Diane, that's good. I spent a lot of time kind of around the Alturas and Cedarville country. I love it up there. Yeah, Ollie, being a dad is awesome. Yeah, most of the time you will know quick if you hot nailed them because they will pull that foot from you because it hurts right now. It'll make a gentle horse do not gentle things for sure. Nice lady, about every 8 weeks is an ideal. 8 to 12 weeks is when you should be doing it. It depends upon the horse. Yep, Ollie, they eat a mixture of grass, alfalfa, hay. Let's see, clinches are off of that one. He's judging me right now. You see that? Oh, he moved. Hey, no problem, Sebastian. I'm glad you guys are sticking around. I mean, not that I don't like being with my wife and daughter and all that, but it's nice to share my knowledge and talk. Gabriel, no, this is Rush. But it's nice to chat and do these streams. I enjoy them. I just did Luke's 4 shoes the last few days on the other last few streams I did. So you can see. Hi, Hydra. No, I'm not a farrier. I just keep my own shod. Hey, you're welcome, Broken Rose. Ask all the questions you like. If you're not sure on something or don't understand something or want me to explain, whatever. Ask away. So you can see how thin this shoe is right here. You can actually take and bend it because they wear out over time. What signs will a horse give you that needs new shoes? Will it limp or moan or no, you watch their feet when their feet start getting long. So remember earlier that that bone I was talking about, it's held up by a big tendon that runs along here called the suspensory. So when his toe gets long, it puts way more tension on that suspensory tendon. Hey. So you can make them sore if they're too long. It's kind of like looking at the tread on the tires of your car. You know what it looks like when it's low, and you know what horses' feet look like when they're long. Hydra, that's exactly what's going on. We're on the last foot of the 4, and he has been a nuisance in here today. I don't normally shoe him in my garage, but it's muddy where I'm at, and I didn't want to do it in the mud. Nice lady. The color's off. He's actually a dun. But cell phone colors, don't worry about it. Some people have called him a dun or a bay. I consider him a dun. He does have let me get there we go. He does have a full stripe. But I bred him. I have his mother who's a quarter horse, and I bred him to a Clydesdale. That's exactly right. Yep, he's a lineback. So, Cookie, I was wondering if you were going to show up or not. Cookie, we're on the 4th and last shoe on Rush, and he's been a pain in the butt the whole time. You're good, Cookie. You don't got to be sorry. I told you that. Don't worry about it. You're always welcome here, and don't feel bad if you miss him. What am I doing? I got busy talking, guys, and forgot what I'm doing here. I'll bring you. Hey, you want to back up a little bit, please? Thank you. And there's a whole lot of me moving the tripod this stream, Cookie, because Rush has been a nuisance. Is it hard to breed him? Does it take a high step? Are you tired? Well, a little bit. It's been a long day. I worked all day too. No, exactly, Cookie. It's good to have you. Is it hard to breed them? Does it take a high step? If you have a short veterinarian, they have to use a step. But I get your joke. Caroline, hello. Awesome to see you from the UK. Rush is a 4-year-old. He'll be 5 in the springtime. He is the oldest of 3 half-draft horses that I have. I own the mother, and the stud horse is a Clydesdale by the name of Battle River Inc. And Rush is not on his best. Rush is his name, and he is not on his best behavior tonight. He has been kind of a problem. How do you know if horses are a boy or a girl? Same way you know if people are a boy or a girl. They got the same parts, just sized differently. The only difference is a boy horse can suck it all the way up inside himself. Hey, you're all right, monster. Quit. Quit it. You're gonna get in trouble. My favorite season? I don't know. I like the spring and the fall. So, Frank, what you might have been seeing, that tube they shoved over the horse's pecker is called an AV, and they use it to collect semen from them. So that's how I breed my horses. The stud horse, the dad to Rush, he lives in Georgia. So they collect him using that tool, and then they FedEx me, overnight me the semen, and my veterinarian artificially inseminates the mare. Nice lady. Yeah, it's pretty important to keep up on them. Gabriel, I've just got one right now. My wife's 8 months pregnant. Yeah, so, Frank, if you go back into my videos from this spring somewhere. I actually show my veterinarian AIing one of my mares. Thank you, nice lady. Pretty good video. I didn't show everything. I took the shot from up by the horse's shoulder. That way YouTube didn't have a fit over it. And about a year ago, I have a video showing Rush's younger brother, Trapper, showing the castration of him. Yes, Cookie, that's true. If you don't make a stud horse mind his manners, they can really cause problems. Ooh. Quit, you're fine. You've been hanging around Luke too much as you're snorting. Squeeze the handles together, cut through the hoof, and sitting partway and tipping it off. Not sure I follow you there, Brad. These nippers are not quite big enough for as long as Rush's feet are. So sometimes it probably doesn't look quite right. Yeah, Luke is very well mannered. I've never dealt with a Cryptorchid Cookie. I've dealt with a few stud horses, and you have to just draw a line in the sand, so to speak, and don't let them cross it. Make them mind their manners. Okay, Sebastian, PG-13 here. Thank you, nice lady. Yeah. Scoot over. Hello? Knock, knock. Are you awake? Where do you go for vacation? I can't afford vacations, Ollie. I work for vacations. I don't need to take a vacation because I love what I do. Whoa. What the hell happened there, Rush? Yep, that's exactly it, nice lady. And so are old pickup trucks. I have 2 of them, 3 of them. I gotta apologize to the normal viewers of my channel. I was a day behind and thought today was Friday. Obviously it's not. So the video for you guys for today is not quite finished. It's like 95% done. So I will try after the live stream gets over to go in, and after we get the kid to bed and all that stuff, I will try and finish that video and get it posted for you guys. Okay. It's the first day of, well, the only day I filmed of weaning calves here at the home place. Can I help you, Rush? So again, just gotta get the shoes shaped and then re-leveled. I don't think this back foot's quite as wide as the other back foot. Appreciate it, Cookie. I feel bad. I try and be kind of consistent when I post, but I'm human. Let's go over, Tubby. Night, nice lady. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by again. Work. That was probably the hardest thing when I was trying to teach myself to shoe horses. That was probably the hardest thing, was shaping the shoes. The second hardest thing was getting the hoof flat, but I finally figured out how to get a hoof flat fairly consistently and was still trying to figure out how to shape shoes. And I don't know if it's the right way to count nail holes like I was explaining earlier, but it works for me. That being said, I'm not a professional farrier and my shoes are probably pretty crude compared to somebody that does a really good job of it. Is this what I'd look like with long hair? Huh? Yeah. You're such a dork. Come on, scoot over. Rush is a gelding, Cookie. I wish I'd have left him a stud, but he's a gelding. So, I mean, I guess Rush probably would like the idea, but it's not going to accomplish much. Oh. Quit it. You know, you're kind of heavy to be doing that crap. Yeah, my new hairdo. I really need to shampoo it if that's my new hairdo. I don't think my wife would appreciate the smell. You're gonna get popped, Rush. Filter not installed. Well, thanks for joining in. I'm not a professional farrier. I'm a working cowboy, and I keep my own horses shod. This is Rush. He's a 4-year-old. I've had him since he was a baby. I intentionally bred him. He's half quarter horse, half Clydesdale. That's exactly what it smells like, Sebastian. In Ollie, I can't dance at all. Don't know how. Let me see. Deep Mud. I am in northern Nevada, about an hour outside of Reno. Jesus loves you too, Mark. Thank you for the message. Jesus is king for sure. Filter not installed. So got 3 horses, 1 domestic grade and 2 Stangs, Twin Peaks and Little River. I've got 1 Mustang. He's from south of Eureka, Nevada. He's about 25 years old. My previous 2 live streams, we were putting shoes on him. He was my bridle horse for several years, and now he's in the early stages of retirement, so he just goes on the easy days now. Rush is normally a lot better behaved. Everybody has their day, though. Right there. Boo. Thank you. Let me see. I got 2 more to put in, bud. We're darn near done. And filter not installed. Feel free to ask all the questions you want. The only thing I ask, of course, is for a like and a subscribe and a share. Italy. Wow. That's cool. Scoot over. Thank you. Oh yeah, no, I get it. Filter not installed. It hurts more now that you're older. I'm 35 myself. My roan color's coming in, you can tell. And I agree, it's a little bit of age makes you think twice before you do things. He's being kind of judgmental tonight. Love from India. God bless you and your horses. Hey, God bless you too, my friend. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day or night, whichever it is over there. I assume it's day. Hi, Diane. Chrissy, watching from New Zealand. Hi there, friend. Hope everything's going good for you. You guys are just starting the summer, right? Yeah, Ollie, I like pizza. Whoa. So I got... No. Not gonna worry about it, I guess. Okay. There's a tip of a... Oh. There's a tip of an old nail. Let's see. I don't know, can you guys... Can't quite see that. Can you guys see that right there in between my fingers? Right there. That's the tip of an old nail from the last round of shoes. It's not going to cause any problems. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm looking for a miniature one. Oh, Cookie, I feel bad for you. Miniature horses are the devil. They are the spawn of Satan. Just kidding. I've been around some really cool minis. I've never owned minis, just been around some pretty cool ones. Mini horses are like chihuahuas, exactly. Rasp just the lower part. When are you gonna be done? Not too long, Ollie. This is the last foot. As far as rasp just the lower part, you mean down right next to the shoe, not all the way up over top of the hoof wall, correct? What are you doing, dork? Oh, thank you, Diane. I've seen people do it all the foot, and I didn't think it was right. So, hang on just a second, guys. Back up. Rasping all the way around the outside of the foot is kind of... It just makes... How do I say this? Let me formulate this answer. So rasping all the way around the outside of the foot, it makes the shoeing job nice and pretty. And for like people that are showing or a professional farrier who somebody's paying to make that hoof look really pretty, it makes a lot of sense. For me though, I don't do it. It's a needless step in my life. And with the places I take my horses and the rough country I ride them in sometimes, the thicker that hoof wall is, the more protection their hoof has. So that's why I don't rasp it off. Ollie, thank you. That's pretty cool to hear. So I'm gonna adjust the stand here a minute. Because we are officially done shoeing. So I'll set the stand up like that. How tall is he? He looks massive. I'm 5'10", and his withers are just as tall as I am. I haven't put a tape on him to tell you how tall he is in hands, but he's big. So I'm 5'10", and that's... So, again, I'm 5'10", and he stands just every bit as tall as I do. I'm not sure what that is, DJ Paul. Sebastian says, I need to get dinner. Thank you for the AMS tire change. God bless. Hey, God bless you yourself, Sebastian. I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks for the questions and for the humor. I'm going to stream about 5 more minutes myself, put him away, and go get dinner myself. So, like and subscribe. Thank you, mamas. Farm living sober. Rush says thank you. Rias is from Canada. North of the border. Good to see you. Love from Canada. Well, thank you. Thank you. We got Rush here. He's ready to be done. You can tell. I'll just take you guys with me while we go put Rush away for the night. And then I'll shut the stream down. So if you guys got any questions or anything like that. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you, Turn and Burn. If you and Robbie want to come out, and I don't know, probably maybe not come out and ride with the EHV and all that going around, but if you guys want to come out and have a bonfire or something, give me a call. That's not true, Don Share. I like viewers from Ohio. I just don't like their choice of college football teams. So, oh my goodness, it's dark out here. I don't know if you guys can hear all the other horses. They're talking to me. They know it's about dinner time. Watch out, Hot Lips. So if it was daylight, at the end of my streams, I usually take you around, and for the new... Oh, I just put Rush in the wrong pen. That's not going to work. I usually take you around, and the new viewers get introduced to the whole herd of horses. It's obviously way too dark for that tonight. But if you catch another live stream, we'll make sure and do it as long as it's daylight. That's Hot Lips. That's Rush's little sister. So, good night, Ollie. It is all in good fun. Don Share, I've been a lifelong Minnesota Vikings fan, and I married a girl from Wisconsin. So the first family Thanksgiving at her house was really interesting. So I got my fair share of it. Let's put it that way. There we go. This is the right pen. Rush lives with his little brother, Trapper. So, yeah, it's exactly it. It's a very divided house. And do you know what football game is tomorrow? Packers Vikings tomorrow. So it's gonna be a really good day to be preg checking cows, because that's what I'm gonna be doing. That's why I was putting shoes on Rush tonight, was to take him preg checking tomorrow. So that little guy there, that's Trapper. That's Rush's little brother. Hi, big guy. A lot of you guys know him. No hurt feeling when you root for the team with the best snacks. Hey, I lived in Wisconsin for a year. I'm all about the cheese curds. Try rooting for the Browns? No, thank you. They haven't even been a good enough football team to earn a logo. Diane, you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, guys, I'm going to go about a minute more. It's been a lot of fun tonight. I had a good time. Thanks for the sub, Rhea. Appreciate it. Make sure and leave comments on the videos, any questions you got, anything like that. I'm going to try and get another video dropped for you tonight. I got about a half hour work to do on it. They have a logo. It's a toilet with a turd in it. Oh, it's getting nasty in here now. Hey, Diane, bless your family too. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Hey, it was great meeting you too, living sober. I hope to see you around more. So, all right, guys. Maybe I'll do a live stream tomorrow while we're pre-checking cows. It depends how things are going. I'm going to film tomorrow. It should be next Friday's video. So, anyways, we'll catch you guys all later. Thanks for joining in.